So you want one more story, huh? Well, I have one for you. It's called The Young Wolf. Listen, my boy. The world was once a very different place, a place unrecognizable by our eyes. There was a time there were no cities, no buildings, no roads, no cars, no machines. There were just vast stretches of dark wilderness. My boy, the world was a cold place. Much of the land was covered in sheets of solid ice so tall it would stretch to the sky. And man was not king. We were really nothing at all. We were just another beast in the never-ending dance of eating and being eaten. Now it is in this world my story takes place, a gray and windswept world, 15,000 years in the past. My story begins in a wolf den where 3 wolves snuggled together to stay warm and dry. Mama wolf, Daddy wolf, and Baby wolf. It was on this morning the wolf family was awoken with a strange sound, voices like they'd never heard. "Stay in the den," Daddy wolf warned his family. "Be careful," Mama wolf replied. Baby wolf just sat there trembling. Daddy wolf had only one eye, but was still a formidable wolf. With his one eye, he surveyed the woods and saw nothing for a long while. And then out of the mist emerged a lone figure, like nothing Daddy had ever seen. It had long, gangly arms swinging from side to side, fleshy, furless skin. It was the most hideous thing Daddy Wolf had ever witnessed. Daddy Wolf crouched silently behind a gray log as the monster approached, closer and closer to the den. White mist cloaked the beast's face with every breath. Daddy Wolf could no longer control his fear and leaped from his hiding place at the colossal creature. The beast lifted his stick and thrusted his spearhead with lightning speed. Daddy Wolf felt the hot sting and warm blood dripping down his rear leg. In shock and fright, Daddy Wolf ran and ran until collapsing next to a small creek, waiting for the inevitable. The water turned red. As he faded, his only thoughts were with his family still hiding in the den. Back in the den, Mommy and Baby Wolf huddled together, shaking in terror. When Mommy Wolf heard the strange yelling and clamoring, and Daddy Wolf's yelp, she could no longer hide. She too emerged from the den into the cool, misty morning. It was not long before the beasts spotted her from a distance, and she could see the monsters approaching the den, and she knew she had but one chance to save Baby Wolf. So she ran through a wooded grove, attempting to lure the beasts away. 2 hairless beasts raised bent sticks loaded with what looked like another stick, and with a twang, an arrow hit her right in the flank, and she too would join her mate. Her eyes closed for the last time as the beast whooped in excitement. Baby Wolf lay in the cool and dark den when suddenly a fleshy hand reached for him and grabbed him by his neck. He yipped in pain and clawed and bit the air ferociously. The beast had him, but to Baby Wolf's surprise, the beast had a gentle touch and caressed his head softly, and Baby Wolf calmed. After an argument with the others, what should be done with the Baby Wolf, it was one particular beast that took the Baby Wolf home to nurture him. Over the next year, Baby Wolf and the beast lived together in a small hut made of bones and tusks of great animals they had hunted. They would move every few moons as the game would migrate. He would join his new master on daily hunts in the woods. Baby Wolf grew to a great size, and he felt safe with his new master. They would eat dried meats together and sleep in the same bed made of thick furs. Master and Baby Wolf quickly became best friends, and they would adventure together along mountain ridges and game trails. By the following winter, Baby Wolf was full grown and stood half a man tall. His new pack treated him well. All the members fed him. The following autumn, The young wolf, now 2 years old, joined his master on a deer hunt. Just adjacent to the encampment, in the darkest part of the forest that trailed a small creek, they had crested a minor ridge when suddenly, out of the darkness, emerged a great wolf, baring its teeth. The young wolf leaped in front of his master instinctively and snarled back and bristled. The monster leapt at his master, and the young wolf intercepted the creature mid-flight, knocking him to the earth with a dull thud. Hissing and snarling, they tangled in a storm of tooth and claw. The young wolf growled and snapped as fur and blood flew. With a decisive bite, he crushed the throat of the beast as blood ran into his mouth. The great wolf let out a final gasp of life as the young wolf held his crushing bite. The young wolf released the massive creature only when his master approached and commanded he free his quarry. The young wolf examined the lifeless beast and noticed it was missing an eye. "I'm sorry, my son," it groaned. The master lifted a large rock above his head and crushed the beast to ensure it was indeed dead. The young wolf felt nothing and did not recognize this animal. The master slumped on a large stone next to the young wolf and patted his head gently and wearily said, "Good dog. Now, my boy, remember the young wolf every time you see a dog, every time you pet Penny and Cody. For it was this young wolf who was the father to all dogs. He was the first wolf to choose man over blood, and he gave to us the greatest gift a man can receive: friendship."